This is Dr. Lai's 11th IGCSE free lesson for Hong Kong homeschool students. So let's get started. Today we will have a new topic, trigonometry, meaning we start with sine, cosine, tangent. Okay, our topic. Oh, every time for your lesson, it's hard for my pen to write. Trigon, no, oh, don't know why. Tree. Okay, or we call it trick, simply call it trick, trigonometry. So what is it about? We'll talk about sine. So cosine, cosine. The writing makes very difficult. I don't know when teaching you in this lesson. For the other student, there is no problem. I just really don't understand why. Okay, so and tangents. Okay, we'll focus on these three things as an introduction. Okay, so of course, if you can study with me, go on study with me for A level, you will learn cosecant, uh, cotangent, uh, those trick. All right, further trick. But let's come with this three first. Okay, so please write down the title first. When you finish, write down and let me know. Just give me a thumb or a heart, then I know you are done. So this is the sine, cosine, tangents. Okay, so let's go down. We will focus on the right angle triangle. Okay, right angle triangle. First, we'll focus on that. Of course, in the future, you don't need to only focus on the right angle triangle, but you are in the beginner level. We'll focus on the right angle triangle. Okay, so this is the right angle triangle. We focus on the right angled triangle. Right angled. So difficult to come up with the writing. Triangle. So the right angle triangle, this symbol indicate 90 degree. 90 degree in meaning right angle triangle. Whenever you see me mark a triangle with a square like this, it meaning right angle triangle. Okay, so opposite to this right angle triangle, you need to remember the line. Okay, because we need it for recognize its sine, cosine, tangent. So this one we call hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the longest length in a triangle, in a right angle triangle, longest. Okay, remember it is the longest. Okay, so and then beside the angle, this one we call adjacent. Adjacent. You need to remember the name. Adjacent. Okay, and then we will have angle name. I call it theta. This is a Greek word. Usually the angle in mathematics is named by the Greek letter. Okay, we call it theta. Okay, so opposite to the theta, it is your, we name this is opposite. So this line we call, have a name called opposite. TE. Okay, so copy this right angle triangle and take your time to remember the length, each length. Remember the name. We have adjacent. Which part is called adjacent? I told you the technique, right? So when this is to identify the adjacent is very easy. The right angle symbol and the theta on the same line is called adjacent. You see? You have two things to accompany with the adjacent. So how do I identify the hypotenuse? It's just opposite the right angle. Opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse. Okay. How do I identify the opposite? Opposite meaning opposite the theta. Theta is the angle. Theta. THE PA. Theta is a Greek letter. In mathematics, often the angle would be using Greek letter to identify it. So somehow you will learn some Greek alphabet as well when you study mathematics. Take your time to remember it, okay? Because it's important to identify those lines in order to know how to apply sine, cosine, tangent. You could use your language to write down how to identify the hypotenuse, how to identify the adjacent, how to identify the opposite. I say it one more time. The hypotenuse is opposite to the right angle. It's the longest length in a triangle, in a right angle triangle. Adjacent, the adjacent, you will see your right angle and theta on it. So that line is adjacent. Opposite is opposite to the theta, opposite to the identified angle. Sometimes you name it theta, maybe you name it x, or maybe you name it alpha or beta, but usually people would name it theta. So in the actual calculation, actual working, the angle may be flick it to the other side. So follow the tip that I taught you how to identify the sign. You will be totally fine. So use your language to write down how to identify the hypotenuse, opposite, and adjacent. Copy it down and take your time to digest the new information because we are on a new topic. Okay? And this is important topic for the algebra. You are learning the algebra. IGCSE actually is learning algebra and some simple calculus. You need to learn simple calculus in order to pass the IGCSE exam. So don't worry about your age, okay? The age to me is nothing, okay? I can teach very young student advanced mathematics by use my personalized teaching method. So age to me forever is not the limit for learning. Okay. You can, I have students learn with me like 15 years old, passed the A-level exam with 2 A star and 1 A. So age forever, not the limit. If you are young, taking my class, you'll be fine. Follow my method, you'll be fine. Okay. I also provide you with the video for revision. Just do revision and practice the question. You'll be totally fine. Okay. So copy and know how to identify the hypotenuse, adjacent, opposite, right? Okay, let's go. I will give you one more example. Then I will ask you to identify it. Now, I use the letters to first letter to do it. Okay, so I have the right angle, I have the theta. So remember, the right angle and the theta together we call adjacent. So I use the A to stand for adjacent. And opposite to the right angle, 90-degree angle is the hypotenuse, the longest length of the right angle triangle. I use H, stand for hypotenuse. And student, please don't use the board, otherwise you will delete my thing. See, you delete my thing, okay? So when I'm writing, please don't write. Oh, good, good. You can, you learn how to use technology better than me. Very good. That is what new generation about. When I don't know about the technology, I just shout, Paris, Paris is my daughter. Help me to fix this, help me to fix those. So new generation should be better than my generation for the technology. Okay, so opposite to the theta, we call opposite. So I use the O to stay for it. Okay, so I will need you to remember how to identify HOA. H stand for hypotenuse. O stand for opposite. A stand for adjacent. Okay, so next time would be your turn to identify it. Okay, the first step you must know how to identify this. Then I will teach you how to apply sine, cosine, tangent. Write down the example. This is example 2. The best you do when you see the triangle, you immediately, inside your mind, you can identify all those 3 lengths. This is my expectation to you. All right, if you want to master this topic, take your time to remember to process the thinking, how to identify these 3 lengths. When you are fully understanding, give me a thumb or copy finish all the information, the teaching note, give me a thumb. Next step would be, I am asking you to, good. The other student, okay. Now, let's go. All right, example 3 is your turn. And now, this is the right angle, and this is the theta. Santos, please identify the A, H, and O for me. Just write down the word A, HO as the previous example. Remember, remember how I taught you to identify the A, identify the O, identify the hypotenuse. If having problem, look at the first example, or I asking you to write down the note how you identify. For example, the theta and the right angle on the same line, that is what we call it. Opposite the theta, how we call it. Opposite the right angle, how we call it. Follow my direction to identify it. You can add me on WhatsApp, okay? I don't know how to add you as a contact on Zoom. I'm sorry. I just know how to use for teaching for Zoom. Okay. I'm not very good with the technology. I told you already. I have a good one. Study AI and study technology. That is my daughter. So when I don't know anything about technology, I just shout in my house. I say, Paris, help me fix this, help me fix those. And she will be there for me. So that's why the hsa.hk, the website design, the designer at the back is Paris. Okay. So she actually does a lot of volunteer work for our Hong Kong Homeschool Association at the back, which you do not recognize, but she did it overnight for us. Okay. And she has another work to decide this secondary school student honorary page for our homeschool association. So she has to a lot of work to work too. Okay, I give you one more example. Okay, next question you will be doing it. Santos, please listen one more time and write down the note. Okay, so let me do it this question. Okay, we have the word theta and we have the right angle and the line which we see theta, we see right angle. We call adjacent A. Okay, and the line opposite the right angle is the longest one of the right. It's called hypotenuse. Very good. And right, very good. And the one opposite to the theta is called opposite. Okay, so follow this way to identify the line. Please write down and write down my tip for you to remember. Okay, the line one more time. On your adjacent line, you will see your theta. You will see your right angle. Opposite to the theta, you will see your opposite. And opposite to your right angle, you will see your hypotenuse. Write down this T by using English or by using Chinese. They are the tip for you to identify these three signs. This is still a really nice right angle triangle. Okay, you will see something very hard to identify if you don't follow my tips to do things. Okay. Not every right angle triangle lie in this way. Write down the tip. I state the tip one more time. Write down it in your language. Adjacent would be the line. You see the theta. You see the right angle. The opposite would be the line, which is opposite to the theta. The hypotenuse would be the line, which is opposite to the right angle. Okay, write down this tip. A good student must learn how to take note when the teacher teach you. A good note will empower you to be an excellent student, okay, who can pass the exam in good grade. Okay, so now let's go to another one. Santos, you will try again. Question number 4. Now, this triangle would be in a form that like different than what you see, okay? So I say the right angle triangle is not always nice. You imagine the right angle triangle is like you. Sometimes you like to stand up, sometimes you like to dance, you like to move the position. So this one also moved position. Okay, Santos, try again to identify this A, O, and H. Follow what I taught you. If you follow exactly, you will be fine. When I teach mathematics, I like to set up the procedure. When you follow my procedure, you'll be totally fine. I set up the procedure of doing mathematics for you, for all students to easily understand it. Remember when we will say A, the condition. Only Santos is working. Eliza, don't touch the thing. Let Santos identify the line first. Thank you. Okay, no worries. Santos, maybe you listen again, and I will let Eliza identify first, and then I will call you again, okay? Because you must pass this in order to go for the next step, okay? Eliza, you go first. Santos, you can listen. I will teach you again. Uh, Eliza, identify. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. You don't need to draw this. Actually, this one is not necessary to draw. What I need is only these three things. Okay, you are fantastic. Okay, Santos, no worry. Okay, each keep learning in different place. Okay, I will suggest you to write down. Santos, write down. Okay, so when you see the right angle and the theta, you will say A. So A is when you see right angle, okay? 90 degree. Oh, this is so hard to write. I just use the word, this one, right angle and theta. Oh gosh, so hard to write. Okay, the right angle and also the theta, you will say A, okay? You will say opposite to the theta, opposite theta. Oh, oh gosh, so hard to write. It make my writing so ugly. Opposite to theta, so it will be your O, okay? And you will see opposite to right angle, write down this, okay? Because at the beginning, you still write this and slowly identify. But later, it has to be very quick to identify if you want to do good in the sine cosine tangent. Okay? Write down the tip of doing it. For in the middle, this arrow, in the actual doing it, you don't need. I just show you how to identify them. Okay? Write down the note, as I told you many times, when we are learning from the teacher. Okay, the thing that we just store in the short-term memory, a good note can remind you for what you learn from me. So take note. When you are done, give me a thumb or show me you are done. Don't worry about you cannot do it. Okay, I told you every student different. The learning pace is different. All mistake in Dr. Lai's lesson are considered as good mistake because that is the thing. I know what you let and put it back to you. Okay, it is okay to make learning mistake. All learning mistake are good mistake. No one learn and then do everything perfect. That is not realistic. Okay, you are not a robot for programming to learn something. We all learn from making mistake, failure, and then to success. This is the process of learning, human learning. So it's okay. Be brave to making learning mistake. Okay. And I don't really consider it as a mistake. I consider it you show me the thing that I can observe your learning gap and how to fill your learning gap. So learning mistake to me, I consider as a positive word. Okay. Not a negative word. So don't worry about it. When you are done, write down everything, digest the information, give me fun. Good, good, good. Smart girl. Okay, I will go down to next question. Question number 5. So now this triangle, right angle triangle, now stand in the other way. Okay, and the theta is right here. Okay, next student is Learn Eat Some. Can you give your real name or this? Sam. Sam. Can you do it? Identify AOH for me. Fantastic. Fantastic. You got it. Great. You got it. Use capital letter. Sam, follow it. Capital letter. Oh, it's okay. Why delete it? Only the A. Only the A. Good job. Okay. Santos, I explain one more time. Okay. The A, very easy to spot the A. When you see the theta, when you see the right angle, that is your A. Okay. And when it is opposite to the right angle, that is your H, hypotenuse. When it's opposite to, let me pick a color. I love color. When it's opposite to the theta, you will see the O. Okay? Is it clear, Santos? Is it okay? Are you there? Okay, good. Good. Copy it. Copy it. Anna, do you want to answer a question as well, Anna? It's good to learn something ahead of time. When you learn something difficult, when you look back, the easy things would be very easy to solve. Okay. Copy down the question. Good. Carols, you prepare for the next question. Okay. Good. Question number 6 is that it has to be a straight line. Okay. It's sometimes hard to write a very nice straight line. But when you do, use a ruler. On the computer, it's difficult sometimes. This is the right angle, and this is the theta. Okay, uh, Carols, can you identify AOH? Fantastic, fantastic. Good job, good job, good job. You got it, and quick enough. Okay, when you see the theta and the right angle, you will have your A. When you see, when you opposite to the right angle, you will have your H. When it opposite to the theta, you will have your O. Very good. Fantastic. Write down it. Write down this triangle as an example for revision. And if you like, you can copy those triangle and I can send you the worksheet, okay? And then you will do it, okay? Or you copy it better, copy it. Okay, done, right? So, Santos, it will be your turn again, okay? Oh, I shouldn't write for you. Sometimes we do silly thing. Even I'm a teacher, sometimes I will do silly thing too. Okay. When we do silly thing, we laugh. Okay, that's simple. Life is about happiness. Okay, Santos, please identify the AOH. Santos, remember what I said about A? Can you look back to the note? What I said about A? You can do it. Try again. If forget about it, it doesn't matter. Look back to the note. I say when you will see the A. Remember, I put down the note to you in one of the triangle. Let's crack hand, encourage Santos. In Chinese, we say 加油,加油,加油. Look back to the note. Try again. Look for the A is the right angle and also the theta. Look for the theta, the line with the theta and right angle is the A. Which line with theta and right angle? Santos? Which line with right angle and theta? That line should be A. Let's first identify the A first. The line, we can find our right angle and the theta. What do we call? You should put it beside the line. Can you put it beside the line? No problem, no problem. I put it back. Okay, I put it back. Yeah, put it back. Okay, so I will try again one more time. Okay, no worry about it. So we will see the right angle and the theta. You see this line with the right angle and the theta, we call it A. Okay? Is it okay, Santos? Can you turn on your video? Let me see you. The one with the right angle and the theta, we call A. Okay? No, slowly. Do you understand? The line with right angle and theta, we call it A. Is it okay? And then Try the other one. Can you find the line which is opposite to the theta? Everything we center to the theta. This is called theta. Okay, it's an angle. Theta is an angle in mathematics. Okay. So opposite to the theta, if you cannot see it right away, and try this opposite to the theta. So we call what we call opposite. Okay, opposite. And then opposite to the right angle, this one is called right angle. Very good. That is called hypotenuse. Very good. Okay. Copy this one and write down one more time. Very good. Very good. You need to practice until when I see immediately inside my mind, I can identify AOH right away without writing anything. If you want to do well for the simple trick, all right? Trigonometry, sine, cosine, tangent. So this is just the way I help you to identify the sign. I want you practice until you name it very quick, a split of moment. No need to think, okay? Copy it down. And then we go to more question. We'll practice more, okay? Until you get it very quick. We'll go to the actual calculation, okay? When you are done, write down it and you draw it out. We do those questions and send it up to the group, okay? Practice makes perfect. Remember this, okay? Practice makes perfect. Homeschool has one thing, you can work on your own learning pace. You don't need to be hurried like in the traditional school, okay? There is a great flexibility in there, okay? Something you do it not well, do it again. And I say it one more time, it's okay to make learning mistake. I make mistake too. Last lesson, someone spot my mistake. I can say 8 minus 3 is -5. It's a silly mistake. Then I laugh at it. No worry. Okay. We are not a robot. We're human. Okay. We sometimes make unconscious mistake. So laugh at it and correct it. It's fine. Everything is fine. Okay. Question number 8. Now you see it become another triangle, which is not in a nice form. Okay. So right angle and theta. Eliza, your turn to identify. AOH, AOH. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay. So again, when you see the theta, when you see the right angle on this line is your A. When you see opposite to the right angle is your H. When you see opposite to your theta is your opposite. Opposite meaning opposite to the theta. Good job. Write it down. When you finish, please indicate to me, hi, Anna. Indicate to me you are done. Good job. Good job. Sam, you prepare for the next one. Okay. I give you a easy question, Sam, because this triangle stand nicely. You have right angle, you have theta. Sam, identify AOH. Sam, follow what I advise you. When you see A, very good. When will you see A? Again, ask your question. H has no problem. H has no problem. So in the actual question, if we uh, identify AOH in the wrong position, we'll do the sine cosine tangent wrong. So we must be one time identify it right, because that is the basic for sine cosine tangent. Okay, put a little effort on after the lesson, we watch it again. I explain one more time. Um, a very simple thing, if I don't get it the first time, I will write down the note. I will recommend the student write down the note that the tip I told you how to identify it. When you write more time, it will get inside here, okay? So I will tell you the tip, okay? When you see the theta and when you see the right angle, and that is your A, okay? When you see opposite your theta, that is your opposite. When you see opposite your right angle, that is the longest length. We call it hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. Write down it again. Simple. Just follow my suggestion, my tips. Okay, good. Write down the thing. Write down the thing. Just did a little memorize. I hate memorize too. I and Paris the same. We hate memorize. We love application. We love analyze. We love fun learning. If talk about memorize the thing, we cannot compare with AI. So yeah, but certain thing you need to memorize in order to uh, apply the basic, apply the knowledge. Okay. So memorize the little tips I gave to you. Copy it. When you copy finish, just let me know. Good, good. Okay, Carlos, prepare your turn. You'll be the next student. Answer my question. Number 10. You get a dancing triangle, not in the proper shape, moving around. Okay, Caros, identify the triangle. AOH. Fantastic. You got it. You totally got it. Okay? Thumbs up. Let me explain one more time. When you see the theta, when you see the right angle, see on your line. So this line is A. When you see the right angle, opposite to the right angle, that is your A. That must be the longest length of the triangle, right angle triangle. That is called hypotenuse. Okay, when you see opposite your theta, theta is angle, identify angle. That is your O. Good job, good job, good job. So copy. Good job. Yeah, you should give you a thumb up, Eliza, Carols. Both did very well. And for Sam and Santos, add a little oil. Add oil, guy out. Okay? It's okay to learn a little slow. Okay? Sometimes maybe we are sleepy. Sometimes because we are not in a good mood. So it's okay. Every kid is different. Every lesson, kids are different, learning in different places. So don't worry about it. Okay? Copy finished. Then next question. It will be your turn, Santos. Okay? Try to follow my tip. Don't feel it without thinking. We need to process a little thinking. So we have the theta right here. We have the right angle right here. Santos, first identify the theta and the right angle. The line on it is called what? Santos, your turn. Very good. Opposite to the theta is O. Fantastic. You got it. Very good. Opposite to the right angle is the hypotenuse. Very good. Very good. Okay. Good job. Well done. Quick hand. You got it. Okay. So you see, when you see the good job, good job. Yes, Eliza, good job. I love your fun. Okay, so you see, this is the right angle. This is theta. When you see your line on, have these two things on it, is your A. Okay, when you see this is a right angle, you opposite to the right angle, it must be your hypotenuse. This would be the longest length of the triangle, okay? And then the last thing, when I see the theta, opposite to the theta is opposite. Very good, good job. And it's very quick. Fantastic. The last question would be Sam, all right? Copy it first, copy it first. Good speed, Santos. Good speed and 100% accurate. Fantastic. I just don't know how to do the thumb. I want to give you thumb. Let me see how to do the reaction. Mm, is it this one? No. Oh, I see. I see. I like the rocket. Do you see the rocket? No. So, yes. Oh, I did it. Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, I learn it. See, I learn things very slow. So, so it's okay to learn things slow. You are my teacher now. Hmm? So no worry. Everyone have different strength. Okay. So I let you see my weakness and laugh at it. Okay. So no worry. No one is perfect. If a teacher tell you she's perfect or he's perfect, this teacher must be lying. No, no one is perfect in this world. We are human. Okay. Good. I always cry about it. Cry about what? Cry about what? I love the heart. Oh, it come out as my background. Wow. Now I know. I learned. Okay. Okay. Okay, the last question. Sam, prepare for it. Question 12. This is theta. This is right angle. This is theta. Sam, identify AOH. Fantastic. You have a nice O. You have a square O. You will define the O, Sam. Mhm. Okay, good job. Good job. So when we see the theta and when we see the right angle, that is the A. When we see opposite the theta, opposite our theta is the O. This is a big O. Nice O. Very good. And when we see opposite to the right angle, it is the H. Okay, write down the last question. And please copy those triangle and we do it again as your homework. Now I need you to memorize something in order to start our sine, cosine, tangent. Write down first. Oh, good lesson, good ending. Alexa, delete alarm. So I will teach you next question. Please take your time to this lesson. What you do is we do the question again, and I want you identify the AOH really quick in 1 second, 2 second. When you got the triangle, immediate identify it. So it will help you next lesson for learn the sine, cosine, tangent quickly, identify quickly. Okay, that would be your homework. All right. So, student, we will end the lesson 11 here, okay? So you can stay and have a good chat with each other, okay? I have to leave because I have another lesson to attend. Okay, okay. See you, okay?